Jamaica is moving full speed ahead with its National Rural School Bus Program. This is a long-anticipated initiative targeting one of the country's most persistent public challenges, getting children to school safely, affordably, and consistently, particularly in rural areas. With a $1.4 billion investment in Phase 1 and the arrival of 110 buses. From the United States, Minister of Transport, Daryl Vaz says the program is on track for official rollout in September 2025, just in time for the new school year. Why the program was needed? Jamaica has long struggled with inequities and inefficiencies in student transportation, especially in non-urban communities. In many rural parishes, students rely heavily on private vehicles, informal hacks, or unsafe travel conditions, often leading to inconsistent school attendance. Parents, especially those with multiple children, have had to balance the cost of daily transit, choosing which child to send to school based on available funds. Minister Vaz said too many Jamaican families are being forced to decide which child to send to school on a particular day, according to him. That's unacceptable in a modern, developing country. Add to that a rising toll of child fatalities on Jamaican roads, with 68 children killed in traffic incidents between 2022 and 2025, and the case for a reliable national student transport system becomes undeniable. The first batch of buses has already started to arrive. 26 arrived on June 24th, 14 more landed on July 5th. A further 60 buses are expected in staggered arrivals up to July 29th. Minister Vaz confirmed that all 110 buses will be on the island by the end of July 2025, ahead of the new school term. Here's the bus fleet breakdown. 47 small buses, seating 30 to students. 38 mid-sized units, with 50 for seats, and 25 large-capacity buses, accommodating 70 to students. Of the 110 buses, 100 will be operational and 10 will be kept in reserve for emergency use or rotation during maintenance. All buses were acquired from the United States, sourced by a team of technical experts dispatched to inspect and verify their condition in person, not through online images or second-hand listings. The buses include top-tier models like Thomas Built and Bluebird Gold Standard manufacturers in North America. Minister Vaz says the buses have between 80 to 90% of their mechanical life remaining, with mileage ranging from 60,000 to 170,000 kilometers. Despite this assurance, the plan has drawn criticism. From the opposition People's National Party, the opposition party has expressed concern that the buses were old, decommissioned, and not suited for Jamaica's terrain or road conditions. Transport spokesperson Mikhail Phillips noted, "We support the vision of a rural school bus system, but we oppose the approach importing buses already taken out of service abroad raises concerns." But Minister Vaz has forcefully rejected these claims as absolute rubbish, responding that the buses are mechanically sound. Edgar Newman, president of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, welcomed the initiative, but made it clear that private operators still play a role, especially in remote areas where the buses won't reach. To ensure accessibility, the cost per student has been capped at $50 per trip, a drastic reduction for families accustomed to paying $400, $600 daily, depending on location. This is expected to ease the financial burden on parents, increase student attendance, and even boost academic performance, especially in rural communities where schools struggle with low enrollment due to transport challenges. The government plans to procure an additional 100 to 300 buses within the next 2 years, extending the service to cover over 625 schools and serving a potential student population of 300,000 plus. Jamaica's new rural school bus service is much more than a transport upgrade. It's a national investment in education, safety, and equity. If executed with strong oversight, safety standards, and stakeholder collaboration, it holds the potential to improve attendance and academic outcomes, reduce child road fatalities, and ease financial stress for thousands of families.